Okay, there we go. I want to sit up a little bit. Oop. I'm kind of doing this with a snuggie because I don't feel like putting on a shirt necessarily. At least quite yet. Although I do got to get ready for work soon. So here's the deal. Not going to do an intro, not going to do an outro. I'm just going to keep it shorter and sweeter than I tried to do on my gaming channel. But I got a little more emotional on my gaming channel. Guys, I haven't hardly, if not any more, do any videos for this channel. This one's a little harder because you guys can actually see my face. Whereas gaming, you can just hear my voice, so it's a little easier for me to articulate. I basically have made the decision for the most part. I've actually made the decision a couple of months ago, but I felt like it was unfair to not eventually do a video and tell you guys, like, I decided to make the executive decision that I'm either not going to do videos for a very, 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 very long time, or I pretty much am done. I'm not going to do any more videos for YouTube, not going to do any more gaming streams for YouTube, Twitch, Mixer, etc. Let me explain the reason why. For those that never checked my gaming channel, you only hold on to this one. Only hold on to this one, check this one out, etc. I been going through a lot of dramatic life changes. Not very good ones at that. I have actually been, for the most part, I've had a very strained to falling out type relationship with my mother. This is over a lot of personal disputes that I'm not going to talk about. Only one that I can kind of hint at is that, I'm trying to pave the way for myself and earn a lot of stuff on my own, and she stubbornly, like a lot of parents, can't accept that I want to make my own decisions 100%, that I'm 100%, and that I am cutting her out of them. And she takes it as a slight, whereas she needs to understand that this is just, I'm a grown man, I need to make my own decisions, I want to make my own decisions, and that if I need her input or her help, I will gladly ask for it, but that it is not warranted. Any of y'all that are parents, you'll know what I mean, and it's just how I feel. Your kids are going to feel that way at some point too. You don't want them to become bitter towards you, even if you have the best of intentions. Please understand this. This is just my own personal opinion. Biggest thing for me though is I lost my passion for it. I lost my passion for a lot of things. I don't enjoy comics like I used to, if not at all, because it's too much politics, it's too much infighting. I just don't have the time to write like I used to. It's a lot of different reasons. But I've lost my passion for writing, I've lost my passion for comics, and I've lost all this stuff for a while. The only things that really hold my attention is pro wrestling and video games. Those are the only two constants that surprisingly I haven't dropped off yet. I've kind of become a recluse and a hermit. I do hang out with friends. I do have a social life, albeit a very skewered one, but still I try to go out and I try to do things. Not just for the sake of my mental health, but to keep my relationships with people strong. And people that I do love and adore, I just keep out of touch with them. That's just the way I am. I fall out of touch with people unless I'm seeing them face to face. And there's also, having to try to go to that damn storage unit that I hate so much, but I know I gotta go over there with my mother and get the rest of this stuff cleared out before next summer, before our move to Texas with my grandparents, moving in with them. There's a lot of dramatic changes, guys, that I'm not going to sugarcoat, that I'm not ready for. I've prepared for it, but I'm not emotionally ready for it. because I'm already agitated with my mother as it is, and I'm even more agitated that my grandmother is trying to give her advice to give to me, because it's not my family's business what I do with my life. I don't party hard, I'm not on drugs, I'm not on any of that overly dramatic stuff. My family just thinks that they know what's best for me, and they don't. I know what's best for them. I know where their place should be. And I know that that sounds arrogant of me, to say that, they need to mind their place and all that stuff, but I've been saying that to a lot of people for a while. It's like I'm in this very toxic mindset that I know I can't get out of, which is I'm slowly kind of losing my grip on everything that I thought that I had worked for. And I feel like people are trying to pull the rug out from under me, so to speak. And it's just, I don't upload new videos. Just, to me, this is too much of a hassle kind of thing. And it's not a slight against any of you. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm blaming YouTube, I'm blaming my family, blaming anybody else. I'm just saying, for the last couple of months, even this entire year, I wouldn't say in a dark place, but I've been in a place of frustration. And I had a lot of time to think about a lot of different things. And one of the biggest things that came to my mind is the fact that, maybe streaming just isn't for me. And Ashley Christ, I believe is her name, she's a streaming coach for Twitch. She said something interesting on her Twitter that caught my eye. She said many people feel like they are failures when they're streaming, but most people don't realize the hard choice that streaming may not be for you, but that you learn things from streaming. Other things that could help you, stuff like graphic design, editing, you know, public speaking, etc. She goes, "You're not a failure at streaming, but you're a failure at trying to." How did she word it? You're not a failure at streaming, but you're a failure at not recognizing your potential outside of streaming. And I kind of pontificated on that for a little bit because I'm like, okay, you can learn other skills from streaming. But at the same time, I hate the 9 to 5 grind like a lot of people, and I also had to look at it. And maybe there's a part of me that's very embittered, and that I know isn't. No, there's a part of me that I know is embittered. I'm 31 years old. I pretty much bottom of the barrel, at least in my opinion, in my life, not only romantically, but just socially, etc. I feel like I've literally worked so hard to prove to people that, yes, I'm autistic, but I can contribute just as much, if not more, to society than other people. And I feel like it doesn't matter. I feel like it doesn't matter. I literally feel like I have failed at every single thing that I have ever attempted in my life. Of course, maybe I'm just emotionally volatile because A, it's Halloween. B, it's I'm realizing I'm getting older, and C, November and December is where I'm a little more charged because, a little more charged and volatile because I lost a lot of people around, Thanksgiving time and Christmas. And my mind every year constantly is self-evaluating. Have I failed or have I stepped up from my goals? And I always feel like I failed. Hence why I feel like I'm a natural born loser, and I'm essentially, I forget the name of the character in the biblical story, but I feel like I'm rolling a stone up the hill only to get to the top of the hill, and then the boulder falls back down. I gotta push it back up again. I just, I don't know. My mind is, I'm not okay. I'm not okay, but I get up every single